Hello, it's me, Aaron, and today I want to talk about something quite unusual for my channel, mods and the modding community of the Souls games in general, because I love mods but also despise them sometimes, and I'm going to try to explain why today. We'll start with the positive, why some mods are good, and then we'll go over the negative. So yeah, let's begin. So first, some good mod examples, like the well-known Cinders mod for Dark Souls 3. What Cinders does, if you don't know, is change around almost everything while staying fairly faithful to the original game, but still adding a shit ton of content, totally new or from the other Souls games. It's kind of a everything is here mod, and so since it keeps itself within the boundaries FromSoft has set, it stays fairly immersive and in the Souls spirit. Sure, there is some really silly stuff here and there, but it stays in what has already been done and only rarely goes overboard. So overall, Cinders is just a convergence in a way, of all the Souls games' armor and weapons into one. It has its problem, of course, like for example its balance, which can be pretty goofy, and the overuse of reskinned Dragon Slayer armor, but in the end it's just an extremely fun mod that doesn't go too far and will add around 200 hours to anyone who enjoyed the base game. It's a well-made mod that sure doesn't break ground and add some brand new enemies or environments, but that's just what it is, just more things to play with, and it's pretty fucking awesome. And talking about a convergence, let's talk about the next good mod example, and that is, well, Convergence. Convergence, unlike Cinders, tried to make its own thing out of DS3, modifying the visuals, lore, and just a lot of things, as well as adding brand new bosses, mechanics, and overhauling the magic system, and some other stuff as well. And honestly, it's great, and while it does its own thing, Dark Souls is still here, and even if I don't agree with every artistic and balanced decisions they've made, it's a really well crafted mod. I mean, they made Wolnir an actual boss, made Pontiff so much harder and cool, almost back to his original final boss self, made so many areas actually enjoyable, like Farron Keep, and Magic has so much stuff now. It's insane. It's just overflowing with really new and exciting content. It's a little more over the top, but it stays acceptable all throughout. The ambience of the general game has also been severely changed. The normally grey and dying Lothric is now way more colorful and esoteric and just filled with so much more stuff, sometimes even a little too much. So unlike Cinders, it's not just more shit added to DS3, it's almost new DS3. And finally, for the good mods, one that isn't even out yet, Arc Thrones. And as you can see, what the fuck, this is just so awesome. Like, it's new everything. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's the most ambitious mod I've ever seen, and I can't wait to play it. Yeah, I mean, that's it for Arc Thrones, and new everything. Hell yeah. And now that I'm done praising mods, let's start going into the bad side of them. So far, something common with the mods I previously talked about is that while they added and changed things, they kept themselves within the boundaries the game they're modding set. So you can put some Cinders into vanilla DS3 and not have it be too out of place. It's still some Dark Souls, you know? Well, what I want to talk about in this bad section is the complete opposite, when the modders put things that are so bafflingly horribly balanced and just conceptualized that it's no longer a weapon. For example, look at this. What the fuck am I even looking at here? This isn't a weapon, and you cannot convince me otherwise. There's no point in this. This is just unplayable. Like, this is what an average Elden Ring weapon looks like. I don't know if you noticed because it's pretty subtle, but the modded weapon is the one on the right. Like, this looks like fucking Devil May Cry gameplay. And you might say that it's the point. And if it is, talking to modders right now, are you fucking stupid? Elden Ring's enemies are not made to be fought by thermonuclear bombs, and so this renders this whole clusterfuck completely useless. There is no value, no fun, nothing from fighting with those modded weapons. You gain nothing. At this point, just open cheat engine and activate instant kill. It'll be faster and won't make you pass out every time you press the attack button. Like, can someone, anyone, explain the point? I really cannot get it. Like, I don't fucking know. I am flabbergasted. Please help me. Like, have modders gone insane suddenly? Like, normal Elden Ring is already stupid enough balance-wise. Why do this? Do you want to kill someone? Because I am 100% sure that at least one person has died because of those stupid fucking movesets making them have a seizure. I am not even kidding. And now, instead of talking generally about terrible fucking useless random movesets mod, let's talk more specifically about Guardian of Ice. Like, almost every mod he made, one, just doesn't fit with the game at all, and just is the most out of place fucking thing ever, so enjoy your immersion. And two, the movesets are ridiculous. Like, honestly, I didn't think it was possible to make Souls movesets more ridiculous than they already are in Elden Ring. Like, okay, how do you fight with this? The game is just not planned to be fought with weapons that make you go fly up into the air and throw fireworks at enemies every 2 seconds. It's not that hard to understand. With those type of modded weapons, you don't fight. You just don't. Like, where's the combat? There is none. You just took the shitty combat out of Elden Ring. Like, it already has a shitty combat, but you just made it so shitty that it doesn't exist anymore. Holy shit. And that's why I hate those mods so much. What audience is this even for? Children? Yeah, that's what it is. I finally figured it out. It's children. The weapons play the game for them because they're too bad to play the game. They're children. And you know how we jingle keys in front of very young kids? Like it drags their attention? That's what the shiny explosions are. That's what they're supposed to be. Jingling keys for dumbass fucking kids. I mean, it adds up with the Harry Potter mod Guardian of Ice made as well. For fucking kids, I told you. And another thing with the Guardian of Ice is that you have to pay for their mods? What? I've never fucking seen this before. What the fuck? Like wait just a second. Guardian of Ice, like, if you make weapons that are just not made to be in Elden Ring, because, well, yeah, and you make people pay for your mods, then just make your own fucking video game, dude. Like, instead of modding the most out of place things in Elden Ring, just make your own game. Like, you can definitely do it. I feel like your mods aren't badly made themselves, they just have insane balance issues. But that's because it's in Elden Ring, so you could just make another game, right? And I don't mean to trash on people's work, right? I know what I'm talking about right now, has required a lot of time to make, and yeah, sure. But I don't think putting work into something makes you immune to criticism. Like, okay, they put work into that, it might look cool, and I don't like it. I think it's bad. And a little more on Guardian of Ice, they made Lendl's ashes white? So it's Snow Lendl now. Wow. Okay, sure, I mean, at least they didn't somehow make it an imbalanced feature. Though, just because I know someone might bring it up, yeah, sometimes he actually does okay stuff. That is pretty cool, like the Holy Moonlit Greatsword, it's nice. But Guardian of Ice also made a boss. So let's take a look at that, and let's put a timer on the screen to see if, like, for how long the balance stands, you know, at the concept. Alright, fuck, well, that was quick. Also, they used the human animation on the Elden Beast reskin, so just look at its fucking tentacle leg is running. Holy shit. But now, I'd like to be fair for a second, like, now that I've said everything bad I had to say. Guardian of Ice isn't all bad, of course. Once again, there is some okay cool stuff he added that isn't horrendous design-wise, and some lore has also been added, which, okay, is not amazing, but we still have to recognize and appreciate the effort there has been, and in general, appreciate all the work, the hours upon hours that he's put to those mods. Like, that's really fucking cool. And, by the way, I'm not joking about him making his own game. He and his team are definitely really talented, and I'm sure they could make something great, be it a whole new game or simply a mod that actually stays immersive and balanced all throughout, while still adding something new to the table. So yeah, hope you enjoyed me talking about my love-hate relationship with Souls mods. Some add plenty of new stuff while still being balanced and in line with what has already been established by FromSoft, and some others completely miss the point and drown themselves in some unbalanced mess of ridiculous weapon movesets and unimmersive out-of-place artistic choices. But in the end, we all know the best Souls mod is the feat between. Anyways, thank you for watching, your presence till the end is appreciated, and bye I guess.